Gentlemen, behold. So today for you, I bring you No Man's Sky. Now, this is a game that came out a while back. I think back in 2016, 2017. So when this game first came out, it was really, really buggy, and it was considered kind of shitty. And a lot of people talked major shit about this game, saying it was boring and very repetitive and whatnot. So I never played it, and I had no interest in it. But circa to today, with the disappointment of Starfield, I was actually, believe it or not, I actually was gonna buy an Xbox to play Starfield, if it wasn't exclusive. I'm really dead ass. I'm a hardcore console guy. I think I've said that multiple times, and I love my consoles. I know PC is superior in every way, but there's something about consoles. Because I guess I'm a boomer. I grew up in like the early '90s, 2000s. So like consoles have always been in my hand. And I always associate gaming with consoles. So I don't know. That's just me. I didn't grow up with a Commodore and none of those. I grew up with the PlayStation, Nintendo. I think the first console I remember was like a Super Nintendo at my cousin's house, and then we got like a Nintendo 64. Anyways, this game is my current addiction. Like I put so much hours into this game. I think I have like 30 to 40 hours in like 2 weeks. And I know for some gamers that's nothing, but for me, who was always busy with working and whatnot, that's a lot. And this game is just fit the itch that Starfield was supposed to itch so bad. I just love the fact that I can go to different planets and like explore the universe at my own leisure. I don't there's no like unless you want to do the quest, there's nothing to tell you what to do. You can literally just do whatever the fuck you want. You can just explore the world. Um I had the game was a bit hard to pick up at first, but after I got it, it was easy to learn. Right now, probably my most fun thing to do is to go to different space stations and talk to the different species they have and learn their languages. And the species are cool. Right now, the species they have are the species I've met are the Viking, which are like the warrior race, the Korvax, which are like computer AI people, and the Gek, which are like these cool lizards that love to trade. And each of those races have their own like cool personalities and histories, and you can learn more. And and I think that's really really awesome. And I think that adds to the exploration. The fantasy of discovery and exploration and trying to learn. And it's really cool because the more you learn like languages, you'll understand what they're saying, and you can kind of figure out what they're doing. And once you figure out what they mean when they say, when you try and practice your dialogue with them, you'll know which options to pick, because you'll know what option they'll like. And it's really cool, and I really like that. Exploring systems also is just cool, like just going to different galaxy to galaxy. At first I thought it was kind of lame. I thought I didn't really read a tutorial, and I tried to fly to different galaxies, and you can't do that. To go to different galaxies, you actually have to go to a galaxy map, find the star you want to go to that has the planets orbiting it, and then go to that star. And yeah, you can just go to some crazy planets. Like here, you see me in this crazy ass. I'm scanning this place. It's kind of like a desert planet, but these kind of planets are cool because usually they have lower oxygen, so you can just hop in about, and it's really really fun. Also, I learned that they added a lot of updates for this game. Like when I said this game first out, it was buggy trash, but now they added so much stuff. Like you can be a pirate now. You can have your own settlement. But speaking of which, I'm currently doing the settlement stuff, and that's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, see these guys, the Sentinels. These guys are bad news. I'm gonna talk about them later. But these guys, if you see these guys, stay the fuck away from them. There's also this thing called the Anomaly, which is kind of like the multiplayer hub where you can like hang out with other players around the You can hang out with other players playing the game, and in this multiplayer in the Anomaly is like a little hub world, all the other players to kind of hang out. It's just cool seeing other players. It was kind of funny. Everyone's like a cool edgy guy, so I kind of made my guy like a fat short dwarf, and I'm like a little fat midget, and it's pretty funny. Because I'm running around, everyone looks so cool, but it's just me. But I feel like that's the kind of like the jokiness of what I want to go with. Anomaly is cool because you can do missions with other players, but I think it's really cool. So you can actually meet up with other players and group up and do missions together, which adds another layer of just cool gaming and shit. One important thing I will say here for those who haven't played the game and are watching, this synthesis laboratory, this shit is important. I didn't know about this shit for like the first week or the first couple of days, and I was lost and I didn't know what to do, so I eventually looked it up and I found it. But yeah, this shit is where you get all the stuff for crafting. Which leads me to another point. If you don't like crafting, you're not gonna like this game. This game is all about crafting. It's all about crafting your items and making and upgrading stuff. And when you get new technologies and new ships, sometimes you'll be able to find them on the open place. Like this one time I talked to a Viking, he gave me a gun, and I was able. And the problem with the gun he gave me was that it was really, really broken up, but I was able to fix it using wiring looms and like phosphates and whatnot. And I feel like that's cool. But like I said, if you don't like crafting, I don't think you're gonna be a fan of this game, because this game is all about crafting. Crafting is so important in this game. You have to know exactly what you're doing. If you're like if you're like a survival type guy, you're gonna feel at home. If you're not a survival type guy, you're like an action guy. You know, you're like a guy who can who likes to just hit buttons and get rewards. I don't think you're gonna enjoy this game as much as the other people are, but this game still has its fun. Another cool thing is that when you do settlements, sometimes you do have special missions, or like you can make them bigger, and it was really cool. So my settlement was actually getting attacked by sentinels, so I actually ran off to go out and defend them. And you fight these sentinels with like these were like super sentinels. These weren't like regular sentinels. So, like first was the ships, but then there was like this big guy, and once you kill them, it starts this mission where you can actually have your own sentinels. And this mission actually ticked me off because when I fought the sentinels, I was not prepared, so I had to go to space stations and get upgrades for my armor, because the big guy was just tearing through my armor so easily, and he kept killing me. So it does have action in it, so it's really cool. The Sentinels are really interesting enemies, but they can also be really, really annoying because they don't fuck off. Especially like they'll fuck off for like stuff like this, for like events. But like if you're exploring the planet and they find you randomly, they will fuck you up. And I don't know what it is, but they do not go away. Like I tried to fight a Sentinel before, and it did not work out. I barely escaped with my life. They really, really hit hard, and it's just kind of annoying because like the only way they really get away from them is if you dig into the ground. I'll show you that later. But right now, I'm just like let's talk more about the settlements. The settlements are cool because like you can become like the chief of your own little village, and there's also freighters too. You can also get into like freighters, and inside these freighters, you become like a freight trader, and you can actually get multiple freights and become a freight captain, and it's really cool. So the amount of shit in this game you can do is insane, because they added so much. I believe they're on update 4.5, so the amount of stuff that's in the game now, it's definitely worth the money. And if you have PS Plus, hell yeah. I heard it's on Switch too, which is like, I'm not sure if it runs really good, but if this game runs good on the Switch, then it's a no-brainer. Playing this on the go, hell yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Oh yeah, so here's what I was talking about. So I was fighting the Sentinels, and so these guys would not leave me alone. I don't know what it is, but they just don't fuck off. They just keep sending more and more and more. And no matter how many times I killed them, they just pretty much kept surrounding me and kept swarming me. And here you see me. I'm trying my hardest to escape. I'm trying my best to get the fuck out of there. Because this is one, I kill him. Okay, two. Okay, then three. And then three. Oh, all right. Okay. But other than that, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and you can do missions too. Missions also are cool. You can, when you go to those space stations, you can do missions, and like that also adds more layers to the game. So you don't have to just be explorer. You can be like a space pilot, or you can be like a mercenary, or you can be whatever you want. And right here, you can see I'm digging down into the hole. This is the best way to get away from the Sentinels, because they do not fuck off. They do not fuck off, and the only way to get them to fuck off is going in this hole, waiting for them to spot you, and just digging a hole under the ground to move away. Because if they catch you in your ship and you fly away, then just like you saw before, they're gonna chase you into space. and they are so fucking annoying. Just they're not worth fighting. They're not worth fighting at all. Just get away from them, because as of this moment, it's just so goddamn annoying to fight them. But other than that, other than all that shit I was saying, this game is fucking awesome. Going to different planets and just going to them and scanning them and seeing the life, and you feed them like creature pellets, and you can even ride the creatures if they're big enough. It's just so cool and it's just so fun. It's just so full of it's just so full of entertainment. And I feel like right now this game is at the best bang for your buck. So it's worth it 100%. If it's on Game Pass or PS Plus, it's a no-brainer, dude. Just give it a download, give it a try. There's also a VR mode, but the VR mode was kind of whack cuz like it was kind of weirdly calibrated, and it was weirdly calibrated, and for some reason it wouldn't be straight. And I actually put on Skyrim VR to check and make sure, and it turned out, yeah, it was the Nomad Sky VR. It's the game is awesome. VR VR is awesome if you can stand it. I can only play for at most 2 hours, but that's just me personally. Shit. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, you're probably clicked out already. Please hit the sub button if you did, and yeah, thank you so much. Till next time, gentlemen.
Thank you so much for watching to the end. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more content and to help get this channel to monetization. This channel is a hobby, but if I could get paid for it, that would be a dream come true. Once again, thanks for watching. Love you, love.